One of the most exciting and sometimes stressful things we can do is to buy a house. And if that's you, I've put together a list of 5 things to look for when searching for a real estate agent to help buy your home. So let's get started. Hello and thank you for watching this video. My name is Matt Moore. I'm a real estate agent here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania with Keller Williams. You can go to my website, mattmorehomes.com, if you want to learn a little bit more. I've got a lot of content on there for you guys, for not only buyers, but also for sellers too, and you can check that out there. I'd also love for you to hit that subscribe button here. I've got a lot of great content still to come here on YouTube, and I would love for you to see it. In addition, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Would love to have you follow me on all of those platforms. I'm going to list those addresses where you can find me right there at the bottom of your screen. And of course, you can always email me and shoot me a text or call me whenever you find that information on my website. I will list it here at the bottom as well. Today, we're talking about the 5 things you need to look for when searching for an agent to help buy your home. You know, buying a house, anything with a house in terms of owning a home, is the biggest financial decision most of us will probably ever make. So it's really important that the person that is guiding you through that process is really knowledgeable about a lot of different things. And I've put together a list of 5 really important things to look for when looking for that. So the very first thing, the number one thing, is market knowledge. That is really, really important to have in any agent that is guiding that process for you, is to have that market knowledge and for it to be pretty solid in order to be able to guide you in the correct direction. Now, I'll start by saying that every single market is different. The markets here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or Lancaster County, are different than, say, even just across the Susquehanna River into York County, or even going into Chester County, Berks County, Dauphin County. So again, even within the county itself, you can have different little micro markets. And then on a broader term, of course, we all know the market where you live is probably different than the market in Los Angeles or maybe New York City. It's all different, and it really helps to have an agent who is knowledgeable about their market. Why? Well, the reason is because when you're actually looking for these homes, your agent will be able to identify if a home is overpriced, if a home is priced correctly, or maybe even a home priced at a pretty good deal. So all of those things are going to be big factors when it comes to you finding that home and eventually putting an offer on that house. Now, I want to move on to the very next thing. Number 2, understanding your needs. There is no one-size-fits-all situation when it comes to buying real estate. You know, your situation is probably different than somebody else's, and that is different than somebody else's. So every single situation is going to be different. Therefore, your agent has to approach it from a different perspective. Maybe you're relocating to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or maybe you're upgrading, or maybe you're downsizing. So all of those situations are going to require different types of actions, different types of finesse from your agent. And it's important that your agent understands and acknowledges your needs and what you need. Of course, that all comes down to, what is your agent comfortable doing with you? What are you comfortable talking with your agent? So understanding and creating that line of communication is really, really important. All right, let's move on to number 3. The third most important thing to look for when finding an agent to help buy your home is to understand that time is of the essence. In the market that we're in right now, especially here in Lancaster County, the market is just red hot, and homes are not sitting on the market very fast. Usually, if they're priced right and they're in decent condition, they are going like that very, very quickly. So it's important that your agent understands that time is super, super valuable, and that you might have to be getting into homes right when they hit the market, or you might be having to get in and put in offers on homes in order to even have a chance at them within a couple of days of them even showing up in the MLS. So it's important that your agent is flexible, that understands that timing is certainly a huge component of it, and that your agent is able to make those arrangements and those flexibilities with you in order to get you into that house for a showing. So that's really important. Keep that in mind. Your agent needs to be flexible and needs to be understanding of the time crunch that we might be in. All right, let's move on to number 4. That is keeping cool under pressure. Buying real estate can tend to be a little bit of an emotional process. Real estate transactions in general happen to be that way. Why is that? Well, think about it. When you have a transaction with that much money involved, tends to spike the anxiety, it tends to spike the blood pressure a little bit. And therefore, people can get a little bit uncomfortable. They can't handle the amount of pressure. Your agent has to be one of those people that keeps calm under pressure. Now, I'm a former TV weather guy. We had huge pressure situations all the time. And if I got into a situation where there was a tornado warning and I wasn't able to handle that, well, that's going to be a problem. And the same thing goes for real estate agents. You have to find an agent who is able to keep cool under pressure when there's deadlines to be met or when things go wrong. The right agent is the one who's going to fix those situations and solve those problems for you and with you. All right, let's move on to number 5. The last thing to look for when it comes to finding an agent to help you buy your home is, well, it comes down to comfort. You have to be comfortable with this person. This agent is going to be with you a lot if your guys are going around looking at homes. In fact, sometimes that may take a long time. I'm the type of agent that's not going to rush you in anything. I'm going to let you take your time and let you find the right home for you without having to pressure you in any situation. And if that takes 3 weeks, if that takes 3 months, or if that takes 3 years, well, that's what it takes, and that's what it's going to take. So you have to be comfortable with that person for 3 weeks or for 3 years, depending on how long it takes in your process. And of course, being able to talk to that agent and communicate any issues that there might be, super important. You have to feel comfortable with your agent. Bottom line is, because you're going to be talking about some things like finances, the agent being your fiduciary. So there's all sorts of different things involved with that, and you have to make sure that you are comfortable. Now, those are the 5 things that we talked about. Of course, market knowledge, understanding your needs, being time is of the essence, and understanding that timing is everything. Keeping cool under pressure, and of course, being comfortable with them. All 5 of those things, really important things to look for when it comes to finding an agent to help you buy your home. And if you're still in that home search process, well, I'd love to talk to you, and you're here in South Central Pennsylvania, including around the Lancaster area. If that is you, and you're still looking for that agent, give me a call. I'll put my contact information there. Head over to my website too. You can send me a note through email or through my contact form. Any number of different ways you can contact me, even through our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter pages, and so on and so forth, or even, hey, right here on YouTube. So check that out. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to work with you down the road. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy house hunting.